y'all. So today we're going to be making a real cute craft using this dollar store cookie sheet. That's right, got it at the dollar store. So many awesome things you can get at the dollar store. Anyway, the first thing that we're going to be doing is spray painting it with this chalkboard spray paint because we want to be able to write on it. Now, I have seen a lot of crafts like this on Pinterest and just all over the place. So, you know, I didn't come up with this idea on my own. So, you know, I've seen people do it on plates, of course, on cookie sheets, any writable surface. I mean, any flat surface like this that you can write on and use. I've seen it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Get outside and get this little cookie sheet all painted up. Okay, so this is going to take a couple of coats, so I'm going to let that dry, and then after it dries really well, I'm going to put another coat on it, and then I'm going to flip it over and paint the back. Now, depending on what you want to do with this, you necessarily don't have to paint the back, but the back of mine is going to be seen, so I'll need to paint both sides. Okay, so I've got my cookie sheet ready here. It's all been sprayed with the chalkboard paint, and this stuff right here, this chalkboard paint, so easy to work with. Absolutely love it. Now, some of the supplies that you may want to use, you can use chalk to write on this, or you can use a chalk marker, which is what I like. That's what I write on my canisters and things with. I write with this chalk marker, so it's really, really great. And you may need some little accessories just to attach to your board. And I will be attaching magnets to these. Here I got a big thing of magnets right here. So I'll be attaching magnets to the back of these. That way they can stick to the board. Now, about adding magnets here, you can change this board up. So you're not going to just use this for Christmas. If you attach different things, like at Thanksgiving, you can use turkeys and pumpkins. At Valentine's Day, you can use hearts, just on and on like that. So if you use magnets, you know, that way, instead of gluing things on, if you use magnets, you just pop them off and pop on a new one. So that's going to be really easy for you to do. Now, what I have planned to do with this is if I'm going to take my neighbors some cookies for Christmas. Now, you want to be sure and cover this with maybe some saran wrap or Reynolds wrap, something like that, because, you know, you don't want your food to touch this. But under my little beautiful wrapped bunch of cookies, I would like to put the recipe so that my neighbor can, you know, make cookies on her own. So I would attach that on here by using one of these quick magnets like this. So I'm going to put some of these magnets together, and then, you know, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So let me go ahead and make a couple of little magnets here. See, these are just little styrofoam candies. I got these at Hobby Lobby. There's all different kinds. So anyway, so I'm just going to hot glue a magnet on the back. That way it will stick to my cookie sheet. So let me do up a little candy there. And also these are too cute. These are very, very adorable. Now, because this is a spiced sugar cookie, you could put this little gingerbread boy and girl because, you know, gingerbread is just kind of spicy, so that would work so good. And then maybe it's snowing. Not in Georgia probably at Christmas, but somewhere else up north, maybe you're having snow and you want to make some little magnet snowflakes. Perfect. So anyway, let me go ahead and put some of these together. Just going to add, so make sure that magnet's going to stick to my board. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just put some hot glue right on here and then attach it to a snowflake. And this will give some dimension to your little magnet too. It'll kind of pop out from the board. So I'm going to do one of those. And let's go ahead and do some gingerbread boy and girl. All right, now you can use your chalk marker here or a piece of chalk to write a little message. And I'm just going to write Merry Christmas. And you can use, you know, chalk if you don't have this, but I really like the way these work. right, put my lid back on, and it's just going to say Merry Christmas. And you can take one of your little recipe cards and just attach it right here onto the magnet board. And like I say, I'm going to use my little gingerbread boy, gingerbread girl to hold the recipe down in place like that. And then my beautifully wrapped cookies, you know, you could put it in cellophane, so it says right here in the corner, and it comes up and it's just oh so frilly and pretty. If I had some cookies, I would do it, but I haven't made any cookies right now. But anyway, that's one idea to use, how you can use this board, which is a lot of fun. Also, if you're going to a party and you bring a recipe, and or let's say you bring a couple of different things, you can add more recipes on here and just sit this, here, we'll just put this pretty little one. You can just sit this up on a little easel, whatever you have, and put this right in front. Here, let me raise my camera. And so you can sit this just like this right in front of your nice plate of cookies. And that way everybody can have the recipe. They can use their phone to take a picture. So you can set your recipe cards right down here in the front, and with some pens and some pencils, and they can write the recipe down if they do not like to use their phone. Okay, so another idea here for your cookie sheet. Now, you do not have to spray this cookie sheet for this particular activity, but because I've already done so, we're just going to leave it. But you could get just a cookie sheet and not even paint it for this particular activity because it's going to be for your kids. So if you wanted to have some little characters and things, you can just let them put them anywhere on the board here and just make a little Christmas scene, and you can decorate the home, your home with it, or they can use it to decorate their room. But like I said, you do not have to, let's put some candies here. You do not have to spray it. You could just leave it its original color, or you could spray it a different color. And then we're gonna add some snowflakes, and then they could change up the scene if you get them some different little little felt things here. And you don't have to put this big of a magnet on them. You can use the little flat magnets, or you can even use sticky tape, you know, the double-sided sticky tape. And then that way they can just make their own little Christmas scene and rearrange it and play with it. And here it is just snowing on top of all these little gingerbread people. So anyway, I hope that gives you guys some ideas. Also, one more thing you can do is you can use this as a menu board. And use your chalk marker to write out your menu, maybe for your Christmas dinner or something like that. So anyway, I hope that gives you guys some ideas. Now remember, these are just ideas. You can change this up, make it your own. You do not have to do it this way at all. It's to just kind of get you started on a little project, you know, that maybe you were thinking about doing. But anyway, there you go. So cute this is. So just one more thing that I want to tell you before I finish up this video for today. Make sure that when you purchase your cookie sheet that it is not a non-stick one. You know how they have a non-stick coating on the pans? Do not get those, because you know you want your paint to adhere to it. So do not get the ones that are non-stick. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye now.